Welcome to the 60th Annual Academy Awards. Hollywood gathers tonight to celebrate 60 years and to honor this year's nominees. Here's Mr. Buddy Rogers, who starred in Wings, the first film to win an Academy Award. Liza Minnelli, who will introduce Best Song nominees tonight. A three-time nominee and a winner of the coveted Oscar, Mr. Rod Steiger. And Oscar winner last year with Richard Dean Anderson, Marley Matlin. Here's Mr. James Brooks. Faye Dunaway, the presenter in the foreign language film category. Richard Dreyfuss, former Oscar winner. Former nominations for Johnny Belinda and All Quiet on the Western Front. Here's Mr. Lou Ayres. Lou Gossett, former Oscar winner for his role in An Officer and a Gentleman. Presenter Daryl Hannah, who appeared in Roxanne and Wall Street this year. And macho heartthrob Tom Selleck, who will present the Animated Short Film Award. Here's Eve Marie Sink from On the Waterfront, and Sean Connery, both a nominee and a presenter tonight. Glamorous Jennifer Grey, who starred in Dirty Dancing. A supporting actor candidate for Moonstruck, Mr. Vincent Gardenia. Mr. Michael Douglas, a Best Actor hopeful for Wall Street. The co-producer of Fatal Attraction, beautiful Sherry Lansing. From the accounting firm of Price Waterhouse, who tabulate the balloting and guarantee the secrecy and integrity of the results, Mr. Frank Johnson and Mr. Dan Lyle. And Best Supporting Actress nominee for Throw Mama from the Frame, Anne Ramsey. Gorgeous Candy Bergen with Louis Malle, who's a double nominee this evening. A presenter in the cinematography category, dashing Mel Gibson. A star of The Last Emperor, and the presenter tonight, John Lone. Nominated as Best Supporting Actress, Ms. Anne Archer. For his directing efforts in Moonstruck, nominee Norman Jewison. Two-time Oscar winner Jack Lemmon, presenting the Thalberg Award. Olympia Dukakis, a candidate in Best Supporting Actress category.
Thanks for coming. It's going to be a great night.
I don't usually put a dinner jacket on at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but for this, you got to do it.
I can't blame you. Have a good time. Nice to see you again. Good to see you. Good to see you. Don't let all these famous, beautiful people with elegant clothes and limousines looking so cool fool you. Because underneath this is a pretty nervous group with only one thing in their minds. You know why? Because they are the actors, writers, producers, directors, and technicians who made the pictures we're going to honor tonight, and now find themselves as Oscar nominees.
may not have another chance. This be my one and only chance. So I get it. I hope I get it. The competition's pretty tough. The rivalry is very rough. I'm really up to this kind of contest. A nomination's not enough. The competition's pretty tough. Let's hear the rivalry is. Oh, Oscar shining bright. Oh, rare and Cher is mine. Come home with me tonight. All of them sure they always want me. What can they do when I can get me? So many tears the way they fake it. How many years I gotta take it? Grabbing my flanks and then the drooling. Blamming their thanks like who they fooling. I got a heart for them to break it. 60th year I'll never make it. Put to work as a doorstop, cast aside and neglected. Only back in the spotlight when a guest is expected. 60th year I've had it, brother. 60th year go find another. 60th year I'll never make it. 60th year not gonna take it. No, I'll never get it. I'll never get it. One of the other nominees gonna win it in the race. Get it? How could I get it? When all the other nominees have better opportunities, they're gonna win it in a race. I must learn it. I can't put up with all the stress. I'm gonna wind up in the God, I hope I get it. I hope I get it. I've come this far, but even so, it could be yes, it could be no. I hope I win tonight. I've had it, brother. Please, God, I win tonight. Go find another. Oh, let me win, please let me win. I hope I win. I'll never make it. Not gonna take it. 60th year, we'll make it 60th year. And make it 60th year, so long goodbye.
The president of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, Mr. Robert Wise.
Norman. I'm so thrilled to be here tonight to present this award. It's real. We're on live TV, okay? Off the stage. I don't care. This is live television, dude. Off the stage. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know exactly what's going on. I've just been informed that the monitor upstairs shows a giant robot mechanical monster is smashing its way down the street outside directly toward this theater. I am so sure. And now, our first nominees.
Give me my Oscar, or I'll tear your head off your body.
You want your Oscar or you'll tear my head off my body? What Oscar?
The one for sound effects editing. You gave it to those clowns in dinner jackets.
Sound effects editing. We already gave that Oscar out. Sorry. Good loser.
I did my own sound, not those penguins. I want my Oscar. I'll give you 10 seconds to comply.
10 seconds?
9,
Can we discuss
8,
this?
7,
Oh my God!
6,
Help! Where's
5,
Robocop?
4.
You can never find a Robocop when you need one. Oh my God! Ah! Thanks, Robocop.
All right, Pee-wee. It's safe to continue giving the award now.
Thanks, Robocop. I'll be right back to present the Oscar as soon as I change out of my pants. As I was saying, I'm so happy and thrilled to be here tonight. The nominees for Best Achievement in Live Action Short Films are Making Waves and Wingate producer, Ray's Male Heterosexual Dance Hall, Jonathan Sanger, and Jana Sue Memel producers, Shoeshine, Robert A. Katz producer. And the winner is Ray's Male Heterosexual Dance Hall, Jonathan Sanger and Jana Sue Memel producers.
I'd first like to thank Brian Gordon, whose wit and creativity as director and writer of Ray's Male Heterosexual Dance Hall brought us here tonight. I'd also like to thank David Putnam, who helped us and helped us give birth to the Discovery program. I'd also like to thank Dawn Steele and Columbia Pictures for helping find a way to keep the program alive. I'd like to thank Hillary Rips and our office staff for incredible support. I'd also like to thank Tiki Goldberg and Steve Anderson, our production staff, and especially all of the sponsors who proved that the generosity of the Hollywood community was the real Discovery. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Mom and Dad.
The nominees for Best Original Song are
From Cry Freedom, music and lyric by George Fenton and Jonas Wangwa.
From Dirty Dancing, The Time of My Life, music by Frankie Previtt, John DeNicola and Donald Markowitz, lyric by Frankie Previtt.
From Mannequin, Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now, music and lyric by Albert Hammond and Diane Warren.
From Beverly Hills Cop 2, Shakedown, music by Harold Faltermeyer and Keith Forsey, lyric by Harold Faltermeyer, Keith Forsey, and Bob Seger.
From The Princess Bride, Storybook Love, music and lyric by Willie DeVille.
And the winner is...
The winners are Frankie Previtt, John DeNicola, and Donald Markowitz for I've Had the Time of My Life from Dirty Dancing.
Well, about a year and a half ago, a gentleman called me up and told me that I should write a song for Dirty Dancing that would change my life. So I'd like to thank Jimmy Einer for changing my life. I'd like to say that this award really belongs to all the people that were involved in making of Dirty Dancing. That includes Eleanor, Emile, Bill and Jennifer for a great duet, Patrick and Jennifer for their performance, Kenny, Mike, and Linda. I'd like to thank Vestron Pictures, RCA Records, Bert Padell and Liz, Alan Arrow, D, all my friends for supporting me, the man upstairs, and my parents for the best duet of all.
I'd like to thank the Academy, and I'd like to thank Jimmy and Linda Gottlieb. I'd like to thank my father, Marvin Markowitz, Fran Gordon Phillips, Joan Phillips, Herb and Valerie Wise, and everybody else. Take it away, John.
I'd just like to dedicate this award to my mom and the people at Deaconess Hospital who are helping her. I hope this makes her feel better. Thanks a lot.
Martin Silfin and Jana Glasser. Thank you.
The nominees for an actress in a supporting role are
Norma Alejandro in Gabby, A True Story.
Anne Southern in The Whales of August.
Olympia Dukakis in Moonstruck.
Ann Archer in Fatal Attraction.
Anne Ramsey in Throw Mama from the Throne. And the winner is
Olympia Dukakis in Moonstruck.
Well, I'm very honored. I want to thank the members of the Academy. I want to say yet again, thank you to Norman, to Patrick Palmer, and to John Patrick Shanley, to my family, my husband, who has been my companion through my career, through my life, to my friends and colleagues in New York and at the whole theater. Thank you very much. Okay, Michael, let's go!
Well, thank you. I'm very flattered. I never really expected to get that kind of reaction to my tales here.
I don't want to have to hit you, Nikki. Snap out of it, okay?
All right, okay. You know, we're here to present the award for the best performance by an actor in a supporting role.
And the nominees are Albert Brooks in Broadcast News.
Morgan Freeman, Street Smart.
Sean Connery in The Untouchables.
Denzel Washington in Cry Freedom.
Vincent Gardenia in Moonstruck.
And the winner is...
Sean Connery in The Untouchables.
Good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, friends, and a few enemies. I don't think there's anyone aware, or unaware rather, in Hollywood or the rest of the world tonight that this is the 60th anniversary of these Academy Awards. And I just realized myself the other day that my first one and only attendance was 30 years ago. Patience truly is a virtue. But in winning this award, it creates a certain dilemma, because I had decided, if I'd had the good fortune to win, that I would give it to my wife, who deserves it. But this evening I discovered backstage that they're worth $15,000, and now I'm not so sure. Sherry, I'm only kidding. It's yours. But if such a thing as a wish accompanied this award, mine would be that we ended the writer's strike. And I thank you all sincerely.
How about after the show, a little game of 8-ball?
Well, I would, Chevy, but I've lost my eye. It's really not worth it.
That's nonsense. What about a game of 9-ball? Come on.
Well, I mean, if you really have to, I guess we could play a little bit.
Sure. Maybe we could make a little wager.
How about your house?
I think I'm going to lose my pants here.
Well, there's something to be said for comedy. The nominees for Best Performance by an Actress in a Leading Role are Cher in Moonstruck, Meryl Streep in Ironweed, Sally Kirkland in Anna, Glenn Close in Fatal Attraction. Holly Hunter in Broadcast News. And the winner is... The winner is Cher in Moonstruck.
Now I want to really say something. When I was little, my mother said, "I want you to be something," and I guess this represents 23 or 24 years of my work, and I've never won anything before from my peers. I'm really, really happy. I'd like to thank everyone I worked on with the movie. They were really fabulous. It was really a great experience for me. My makeup man, who had a lot to work with. My hairdresser, my assistant, my children who've been so wonderful, the lady who taught me how to speak in this Brooklyn accent. And I would like to thank the women that I was nominated along with, because I feel really, really good, because they were so great. And I also would like to thank Mary Louise Streep, who I feel so unbelievable that I did my first movie with her, and now I was nominated with her, and I feel really thankful. And I don't think that this means that I am somebody, but I guess I'm on my way. Thank you.
It truly is an honor to be back here this evening to share with you this wonderful moment. Acting, which comes from the heart, deserves recognition. As actors, we strive for it. By nominating the following actors for Best Performance in a Leading Role, you have honored each one magnificently.
The nominees for Best Actor in a Motion Picture are William Hurt in Broadcast Music, Michael Dukakis in Wall Street, Robin Williams in Good Morning Vietnam, Marcello Mastroianni in Intocables, Nicholas President Adam Reader. And the winner is, let's see, Michael Dukakis.
Thank you all very much. I really want to thank the actors branch of the Academy first for just being a nominee with 4 actors that I really admire, and at least one that I consider a really good friend who I admire. And thank you for that. And for this fellow from all of the Academy, I just want to share it with all the good work that was done by all the branches, whether you were nominated or not tonight. But this is all with you. A large part of this award belongs to Oliver Stone. And not only as the director, but having the courage to cast me in a part that not many people thought I could play. So I'll always be eternally grateful to him for that. And as a writer, Oliver with Stanley Weiser wrote a part that was the best part that I've ever had in my career. To Charlie and Martin Sheen, 2 wonderful actors that happen to be father and son, I thank them all very much for their help. Ed Pressman, Alex Ho, our producers, Leonard Goldberg, Scott Rudin, Tom Sherka Fox, I thank you too. I'd like to dedicate this award to William Darrad, Diana Douglas Darrad, Ann Douglas and Kirk Douglas, my parents and step-parents who have been extremely supportive and loving to me over the years, and in particular to my father, who I don't think ever missed one of my college productions, for his continued support and for helping a son step out of the shadow. I'll be eternally grateful to you, Dad, for that. Thank you. Finally, to my wife, Deandra, and all my old friends who are smiling with me tonight, thank you. And to all you movie buffs, I just really appreciate for making this a wonderful moment for me. Thank you. And good night, Cameron. I love you.
No, Jimmy, you didn't sin. You just didn't have a spare tire, okay? Jimmy Swaggart will atone for his sins by publishing a magazine called Repent House. Thank you. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you. Little pictures with a little scratch and sniffle. Help me now. And remember, there's no such word as audit in the Bible, okay? In order not to violate the writer's strike, I will be channeling the spirit of George Jessel to present the Best Director Award. If I can have a moment, please. Hey, you come now. Before I do that, I just want to know, why are there no Jewish evangelists? Someone comes up going, my leg. He goes, your leg, my arm. I can't play tennis. Okay. Let us continue. That award was so close. All those calls to Entertainment Tonight at 50 cents a pop. Damn. Okay. Here we go. I will now channel the spirit of George Jessel, channeling that strange thing where you usually sound like you've swallowed a vibrator. Here we go. Gentlemen, what can you say about a director that he would believe himself? Director from the Latin word directorum, meaning he who cashes the first check. Thank you. There are some... I can't keep her up. It's too hard. Sorry, Shirley. I'm sorry, babe. It is an honor to present the Award for Best Director. What are directors besides people who wear down jackets and baseball caps? Does Woody Allen dream in black and white, and if so, does Ted Turner buy them and color them in? Ted, who didn't give you the crayons as a boy? Directors are very, very unusual people. There's also categories of directors. There's just the plain director, simple. There's the actor director, must be very hard. It must be like making love to Sybil. It's like, it's good for me, not for me, okay. There's the writer director, who if he goes on strike, who stays? I don't know. If he fires him, does he have to file a grievance? I can't. Oh, too late, okay. Is there the writer director producer, one of the few creatures on the planet who can blow smoke up his own ass? Thank you. Right now, the censor is sitting at home going, oh, man, do that. You're getting calls. The lines are lining up. 1-800-ROBIN, 1-800-ROBIN. Well, we know what we're talking. Jack, I'm trying for you, man. I'm here with you. He's there. The glasses are working, dude. Okay. We must present this award because it's a very, very special award. I give it out with the knowledge that it's going to some very, very wonderful people. The nominees for Best Achievement in Directing are blank. Oh, obviously, there we go. Oh, good, the guy in the camera. Bernardo Bertolucci for Last Emperor, one of Ronald Reagan's favorite films. John Borman for Hope and Glory. They all don't seem to know how to look through the lens. Look, the cap is still on. Lasse Hallström for My Life as a Dog. Norman Jewison for Moonstruck. Okay. Also, the Academy is providing along with the... Oh, sorry, one more. This is Adrian Lyne for Fatal Attraction. He has also been signed to do a sequel, Financial Attraction, the Jessica Hahn story. And the winner is, and the Academy, along with the Oscar this year, is giving out a green card. The winner is Bernardo Bertolucci for The Last Emperor.
Thank you. It was a very long way from down there. As an Italian, as a European, the Academy Awards has always seemed to me like a distant ceremony, something fascinating but very remote, something I really didn't belong to. Then one day, The Last Emperor got 9 nominations and everything changed immediately. I became immediately a kind of Oscar victim. I started to learn the rule of the game and to take, to check the odds, to started the colitis and the beta blockers, the Inderal, all these things. I mean, I became a kind of Oscar victim. And I want to do a Chinese shout-out to the Academy because this is one of the strongest emotions of my life and I can't hide it. I want to thank the Chinese, who allowed me to shoot in their beautiful country. And the Chinese Emperor John Long, and the Chinese Empress John Chen, and all the wonderful people who gave me their creativity in front, behind, and around the camera. I can't name all of them. They're wonderful. And I was just thinking that if New York is the Big Apple, to me, Hollywood tonight is the Big Nipple. Thank you very much.
Before I even go into this, let's have a big round of applause for all the winners tonight, huh? Yeah. And the losers tonight, too, because, yes, for the losers. I know how it feels to be a loser. I know you got your tux on and you feel real stupid right now. So, for the losers, you got to make them feel good. At first, when they came to me and they said they wanted me to present the award for Best Picture, my management came and they told me that the Academy had picked me, and my first reaction was to say, no, I ain't going. And I said, my manager said, but why? I have a white manager, so I tossed. But why? And I said, I'm not going because they haven't recognized black people in the motion picture industry. What are you talking about? Black people won Oscars. I said, well, black actors and actresses that have won Oscars throughout 60 years was like, I think Hattie McDaniels won the first one, then Sidney Poitier won one, and Lou Gossett won one. And I'll probably never win an Oscar for saying this, but hey, what the hey, I gotta say it. Actually, I might not be in any trouble because the way it's been going is about every 20 years we get one, so we ain't due for about 2004, so by that time it's all blown over. I said I wasn't going, and my manager said, you just have to go, you can't snub the Academy. So I came down here to give the award. I said, but I just feel that we have to be recognized as a people. I just want you to know, I'm gonna give this award, but black people will not ride the caboose of society, and we will not bring up the rear anymore, and I want you to recognize us. He said, well, fine, it's done. I said, now, when do I have to be there? He said, well, you don't have to get there till about 9 or 10 because it's the last award of the evening. So, I'm hearing that. And in keeping with a great old Hollywood tradition, the Best Picture, nominees for Best Pictures are Broadcast News, in which showbiz comes to the newsroom, James L. Brooks, producer. Fatal Attraction, in which adultery comes to scare you to death, Stanley R. Jaffe and Sherry Lansing, producers. Hope and Glory, in which the Second World War comes to England, John Borman, producer. The Last Emperor, in which the modern era comes to China, Jeremy Thomas, producer. And the winner is... Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I know before all of you. Moonstruck, in which Passion Comes to Brooklyn, Patrick Palmer and Norman Jewison, producers. Are there any more? They blink their thing like, now, now! And the winner is The Last Emperor, Jeremy Thomas, producer.
This is a truly imperial evening for me and for everybody who worked very hard with me on this picture. I'd like to thank about 30,000 people who helped us make this picture. It took 4 years to make and was very, very rewarding. This award from the Academy is a real affirmation for me that independent cinema can be epic and both popular. And I hope that this Oscar will mean that many, many more people can see this picture in America. Of course, I want to thank Bernardo for inviting me on this incredible voyage of discovery. And thank you all very much. This is an incredible moment. Thank you.
What a night. Good night, everybody. Thanks for coming.
Eligible Academy members are asked to vote for nominations for Best Picture. Other nominations are voted by members who are specialists in each field. Winners are decided by vote of the entire membership. Only members who attend special screenings may vote in the documentary, short subjects, and foreign language film categories. Results of the secret voting are known only to the independent accounting firm of Price Waterhouse until the sealed envelopes are opened on air. This is Hank Sims speaking.